Hello guys, welcome back to my duduk channel. Here is Karuna, and today's video is more like about, I guess, chatting a little bit. I will just share what I feel about the process of learning duduk, and that it's not only necessary to make boring exercises and to learn particular melodies from the Armenian tradition or from any other tradition, but also just to give some freedom to yourself, give some time to have some fun, you know, just to kind of flow a little bit with this process. Sometimes give yourself also breaks, but today it's more about fun, I would say, this topic, and what I found for myself, what is just not only enjoyable but also practically could be used, is that you choose some of the melody which you really like, or maybe not really like, but just like, you know, and that melody could be with duduk in it already or without duduk. It could be of any musical genre, like it could be new age, like what you have heard just right now, some traditional thing, some Middle Eastern thing, or it could be completely Western, you know, like classical Western music or pop music or even jazz. So world music, whatever you guys like, you can really take on and play on top of it and just have fun, as if nobody is listening to you, and don't judge yourself much for mistakes. You know, it's just up to you. You are having your fun, you can just play whatever you want. And take any melody. I mean, it could be even with duduk already. You can play on top of this duduk, just as if there is no duduk in it, or something like filling some gaps between the vocals, or even on the top of vocals, or on top of other instruments. It doesn't matter. It's just only about you having some relax from diligent practice and, you know, stuff like that. Just give yourself some breaks in this way. What I feel. And it's of course sort of more matching if you take something like what I've just taken to play on. Like it was again the track from Baba Aziz, the Persian movie I spoke in my two last lessons about. It has a number of tracks, and almost on any one of them I can play with duduk, and it just fits, you know. So, but whatever your taste is like, you can just take anything else and just improvise on it, and it will develop your hearing, it will develop your feeling of music, like of phrases, like how the music is built, and you will remember better the scales, because if you find out what scale is that, you kind of already start memorizing which which notes you can play, which notes you can't play. Anytime later when you join maybe some other musicians sitting around the bonfire somewhere there improvising, you just come, you know. Like here in India is quite common if you come to Goa, places like that, you know, the ocean in the evening time, about the sunset, people here and there gather, make some fire and just play some music. Anybody can join. Like you can come with your duduk, wherever it is, you know, just join. But for you, just to overcome this fear of playing before people, the fear if you are able to join or you cannot join with your key of duduk, you have probably only one or something like that, you know. All of those kind of things will, this practice of just playing on your on the melody you like, it will just smoothen this all, like make it all smooth inside of you, and you will feel like more smooth like this. Yeah, this is what I wanted to say. And the practical side of this is also quite useful, because you can't just play anything, you know, improvise, just play any notes, because the melody, the particular melody is in some key, you know, it has some scale, and you have to find this key and you have to find this scale. Maybe it's not in the tone of your duduk, maybe your duduk is A and that melody is, I don't know, in something else, and the keynote will be not even on the fully open or closed note, but even on the half. But you know, anyway, whatever key of the duduk you have, you can join any melody, I tell you. Even if you play one or two notes, maybe you don't find more, because you don't want to spoil the other musicians playing, you just find one or two, but you're quite sure about them, and you can play this one or two, and it will be funny, it will be nice, anyway. Because on duduk, guys, you don't need to play so many notes. You just play 1, 2, 3 notes, and everybody will, what was that? Because the duduk is nice in its simplicity and in its like spirit, you know. The spirit of the duduk, everybody can hear it, everybody can feel it. So for today's lesson, I took from that Babazi's movie, I took 2 melodies. These are songs, and the lyrics of those 2 songs, which are sung in Persian, by the way, are the 2 poems of Jalaluddin Rumi. This is the famous Eastern poet and Sufi, Rumi. You might have heard about him. So the first one was the poem of atoms, and the second will be the poem of butterflies. Both of them, of course, are about the soul and God and like that. So one of them, these are just 2 extremes. One of them is completely fitting for the duduk in A. You don't need to think, you don't need to do anything. Still, the first time when you start playing on it, you don't know if your duduk is fitting or not. So you have just to find the scale, you have to find the keynote, and you will do it just by listening. And I will show you now how to do it without tuner, without anything. Just trying one by one. Maybe just 1 note, then the half note. You will see, okay, it's matching or not matching. Then you open a full note, and then you again listening, matching, not matching, and like this you just memorize the scale, what is being played, and then you can just loop the composition and play it again on top of it, and you already remember which notes are in the scale or not. Doesn't matter which key of the duduk you have, because a couple of notes you always are able to play, and you already know how to play the half tones, so you can even join with the half tones. And so another composition, the song of butterflies, the poem of butterflies, it is completely not for the duduk in A, but still I will show you how you can find all the notes and how you can play all the notes on the duduk in A. It's not comfortable, but just 2-3 notes you always can play. This is what I wanted to say, and like that. So again, I'm starting the poem of atoms. And as you might notice from my last lesson, where I explained how to play Ak in Chilave, so the Babazis, soundtrack to that movie. It's called Babasiz, that melody, or Akhençlave in Armenian. The chords progression is the same, you can hear it. Or almost the same mood anyway. And you can just see. Trying with A, for example. So A is in the scale, then B is in the scale, and it's the key note. You see? C sharp in the scale. So you already kind of know this is B minor. This is a minor scale. It also sounds sad. D is in the scale, E in the scale, F sharp, also here. So all of them are here. G is here, so it's not G sharp, but G. And A, of course, also here. Sometimes there is harmonic B minor, and then we have to play half tone here on the A note. But it's not this case. No, it's not that. So that's why we play G here. And also you can go 4 and 4 position. And since the G sharp is not here, so we can't play that note. You can check. It's completely out of tune here. Out of scale. But we have F sharp. You see F sharp and G, so which is the half tone here with the little finger. And of course we also can play the E with the belly. You can use all the techniques, all the ornaments, all the exercises you are practicing. Just use all of this, all you know, in your improvisation. Don't be afraid nobody's listening. Even if someone is listening, let him listen. So just play as if nobody is listening to you and just enjoy like that. Another melody, the poem of butterflies. It's very short, but I liked it because, not only because of lyrics and music, but also because of how hard it is to play it on a duduk. So, we are trying to find the key note, and we try with A, you know? A sharp or B flat. You see? Key note is here. Then we open and see. Kind of sure, but it sounds more romantic than sure, I would say. Maybe you can improvise and sure on this one, but I would try to go just for minor. You see, the next one I'm also opening the half, so it's the note of C on the piano note. First one was B flat. Second one was C, and then we open again, only half. So C sharp is here. And as an option, we play B. B makes it more mystical, I guess, and less romantic, but still, I think you can do it. You are improvising anyway, so you can also change a little bit the mood of the main composition with adding some other notes, trying and looking if it is appropriate or not, like in this case. I feel like the scale is more just minor without making here the half tone on the second note. Kind of. Yes, but more I prefer the note of C. C sharp is here, and we check the next one. D is not here. We're trying D sharp. Half tone here. Yes, it's here. Next one. No. So must be again the half tone. Yes, the note of F natural is here. So again. Very difficult. Everywhere half tones. Next one. So F sharp is here. After F sharp we try G. No. G sharp. G sharp is here. And then A we cannot play. We already found out it's not A. It's half tone sharper. It's a B flat. So you squeeze your lips here. And we also, of course, can play G sharp here. 3 and 4. What about F sharp here? Of course, yes, because we play it here. Like this. And even on such a complicated position, you can even improvise a little bit, just for yourself, you know. That was the lesson for today. Have some fun and also be practical in this. It will help you to understand your duduk better, like to know where every note is, and you will also memorize the scales much better. It's enough for today. Bye bye, see you another time.